Hey, what's going on guys? It's Panda here. And guess what? Look, we have our first piece of the Emmy puzzle. What do you know, eh? Or scrapbook, whatever. I'd say it's more of a scrapbook, you know. A puzzle doesn't really seem right. Yeah, it's, I don't know. Anyway, before we get into it, let me just show you something. Show you a little insight into Panda's life. Or maybe not Panda's life, but what he wakes up to what he sees every time he goes to record Katawa Shoujo. That, right there, see it? See it? Hopefully I haven't forgotten to actually insert a picture of what I'm talking about and all you see is the actual title, but no. That right there, yes, Hanako. You know, I'm sure you all know that scene if you have played Hanako's Path. But that's what gets me in the mood to play Katawa Shoujo, albeit because we're playing Emmy's Path for some reason. I don't have Emmy as a screensaver, but you know, Hanako was my favourite path, so that's my screensaver, or wallpaper, sorry, wallpaper. But yeah, you know, and it's alright because that's not actually my normal computer. It's the computer I can only record Katawa Shoujo on, so it's the little things in life. Misha greets me with a wave and a devious grin as I walk through the door. Didn't see you in the cafeteria, Hichan. Oh god, Misha, it's been a while. Yeah, I decided it was too crowded there. Misha's grin gets even wider. Oh really? Are you sure you weren't participating in illicit rendezvous? What? What are you talking about? You were on the roof, right? With both Rin and Emmy, no less. You Casanova, you. Well, yeah, you got me, Misha. I am Casanova himself. We just had lunch, that's all. Misha bursts into laughter, drawing the attention of several of my classmates. Wahahaha! It's so adorable when you blush like that, Hichan. She gives me a conspiratorial wink. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. There's no secret! Oh? Misha seems disappointed and then brightens up again. Didn't take long. Time will tell. Yes, that's true, Misha, time will tell. That eventually she will have to, you know, hold on to a secret that me and Emmy, you know, going at it. I don't know what the hell she's talking about, but blessedly our teacher comes in and the class starts. Phew! God for that. Save the day. Mattel, thank you. Although, I forgot to set my timer on my phone. What a typical thing for Panda to do. Another day of class has finally dragged itself to a close. Unexpectedly, I managed to stay awake for the whole day. That's quite the accomplishment. I'm pretty sure that counts as a miracle. My legs seem unwilling to stand up for a moment. I guess the run took a lot out of me. Just like any physical fitness would the first time doing it. I head down the hallway and make my way to my room. I sit down and half-heartedly chip away at my homework for a while, feeling like a vulture picking at a particularly unsavory carcass. It knows this is what it eats, but it's not sure that it shouldn't be ordering takeout instead. Something tells me a vulture can't order takeout. That's my take on it, at least. I don't think I can take this, but it's important to get my work done. You know what you'd rather be doing, Hisao? You'd rather be running with Emmy. I know you. Now let's see, what was I supposed to be looking over again? I know it's a losing battle, but I fight it anyway. Talking to yourself. Halfway through my math homework, I put my pencil down. What are you using pencils for? You should be using pens. This is a technological time, Hisao. Can't be messing around with pencils and erasers. This isn't working. I need a distraction. Oh, he's gonna whip out the laptop and go on Facebook. Or Reddit. Or YouTube. Maybe he'll watch some Katawa Shoujo. From our main man himself, Panda. I wouldn't be surprised. He seems like the kind of guy that would be into this sort of thing. Unfortunately, my options for distractions are rather slim. If you're meaning rather slim in the physical sense, are you referring to Emmy? Get it? Rather slim? No? Okay. I'm not in the mood to read right now. He wants to run! Kenji is unusually out of his room at the moment. If I go to the student council room, I'll just end up doing work for those two. And heaven only knows where everyone else is, except for... Well, I suppose that's an option. I knew I was right! I grab my shoes and head for the track. Emery's probably down there. Hey! Track practice is just ending as I arrive at the track. The sun's beginning to dip low in the sky. Has it really gotten that late already? What are you doing here, Hisao? Come spy on me, have you? I give a shrug. To be honest, I'm not sure why I'm down here. I don't have anything better to do. I figure that's about right. At the moment, Emmy's the only person I can think of who I could visit. So I'm your last resort, am I? Nobody cool around, so I'll just go see Emmy. Is that what you thought? She actually looks angry. Not a typical woman sort of response. A chance for some teasing of my own presenting self. Actually, yeah, I guess you are. Emmy pouts, widening her eyes to give the maximum amount of puppy dog resentment. Kidding, I was kidding. So you are down here to stalk me. Wait, what? That's not what I meant. Why would I stalk you anyway? It's not like you require stalking. If you're not asleep or in class, you're down here, right? Emmy laughs at this comment. Well, you're not all wrong, I suppose. But you forgot about eating. I did that too, you know. I nod, conceding the point. Plus, I hang out with Rin sometimes too, so I really might take some effort to stalk. That's cute, right now. Hey, look. What do you two do together anyway? You don't seem to have a lot in common. She puts her hands on her hips and assumes a superior air. That's what you think. I've got all sorts of hidden hobbies, you know. Oh really? Like what? Emmy puts her head to one side as if she's trying to remember what it is she does in her free time. Well, Rin and I go out shopping sometimes. Guess that makes sense. Emmy's a girl, after all, but Rin? Rin comes with you? We usually swing by the art supply store. Plus, she likes the music store that sells all kinds of weird sounding stuff. She says it helps focus it. Makes a little more sense. I see. Any other hidden hobbies? Emmy wags a finger at me. Now, why would I go reveal all my dark secrets to you? We hardly know one another. Somehow I think that's all that Emmy has in the way of hobbies. Still, I don't think my question's been answered. Even if you do have a few hobbies, I don't see why you hang out with Rin so much. I mean, she's kind of weird, isn't she? This comment causes Emmy to laugh loudly. Ha! That's the understatement of the year! So why? I mean, you're a lot better at conversation and stuff, so I figure you'd hang out with a lot of people, but I think I've only ever seen you with Rin. Emmy seems unusually cute. Hey, I hang out with plenty of people that aren't Rin. You just don't see me doing it because I'm not in your classes. Okay, but that still doesn't explain why you hang out with Rin. I'm not even sure why I want to know this. I'm not sure why you want to know this either. I guess it's because lunch was so stressful. Emmy shrugs, looking for a moment very British. That's because we have similar outlooks. If you were to ask me the least likely answer to my question, that would be it. What do you mean? It's like... Okay, Rin paints and stuff, right? Yeah. I'm not sure where this is going. Well, I run. And that's why we're similar. Oh, okay, it all makes sense now. Fuck. You lost me. Emmy frowns as if trying to figure out her answer. Well, maybe it's that we do things for the same reasons. Because they enjoy it. Huh? You know, we follow our passions. So you're passionate about running and Rin's passionate about art, is that it? Well, sort of. Let me think. Well, Rin explained it to me once, but I don't know how much of it I follow. Not surprising. I think any explanation from Rin would probably confuse anyone. She says we both chase after an extreme. Like, she's always trying to find a new way to show a particular feeling or something. And I run because of the feeling I get from it. And since we don't allow ourselves to be slowed down by anything, we make a connection based on that. What do you mean, slowed down by anything? Emi looks surprised and points to her legs. You know, because I'm a runner and Rin's a painter, even without arms. So we respect each other's determination. And that's why we hang out. I think. Well, I'm not sure that made any sense to me. It made sense to me. It was pretty basic, to be honest. But from Emi's sheepish expression, she's not sure about it either. Honestly, it's not something I think about much. We just get along. I think that's really all that matters. I suppose she's got a point there. Another question strikes me, and since I've got nothing better to do, I ask it. So what got you so into running anyway? Oh, I've been running since I was really little. My dad was a runner, and as soon as I could walk, he started teaching me how to run. It was our father-daughter thing, you know? Oops. Oh. Our own mutual hobby. A shadow crosses her face, and I'm shocked to see her looking sad. I'm gonna guess it here. She got in like an accident with her and her dad, and her dad died, and she only lost her legs. I'm guessing, but that's at least my take on it. Oh, damn it! Fuck! Ah, I'm tired. Something happened between them? That's what I'm guessing. Man, I don't have a lot of time left. Sorry, but I've got to get a few more laps in before I go see the nurse. Hey, you didn't even ask if I wanted to come. She races off around the track, hair streaming in the wind. It seems to me she's going a lot faster than she was this morning. As she rounds the track, I catch a glimpse of her face. It's much the same as it was this morning, but her eyes seem to have taken on a harder edge. I guess she's right. I don't really know much about her. Maybe you should find out more about her. I watch her run for a little while and then stand up to head back to my room. Hey! She spots me leaving and waits to catch my attention. Don't forget, same time tomorrow morning, got it? Got it. I head back to my room. Homework beckons. I can't sleep. My body's tired, but my mind is kept away. But my body is telling me yes. Okay, no, maybe not. Staring at the ceiling in the hollow darkness of my room, I grasp desperately for a thread of thought, hoping that I can run my brain into the ground. All I can think of is how I can't think of anything. Well, yeah, you're still thinking of something, so you're thinking of how you can't think of anything, so you are thinking of something. Well, you're not thinking of something, you're thinking of not being able to think of anything. It's a fucking paradox. This is not productive at all. I wonder if this is a side effect of my medication, though it seems odd for it to take so long to show up. Then again, maybe I'm just not as used to my new surroundings as I'd like to think. I don't know, but for whatever reason, I'm awake and I shouldn't be. Maybe you should go for a run. This is ridiculous. Go see Emi in her dorm. I'm sure she'd love to see you just sort of peeking in through her keyhole. Ignoring my body's stiffness, I get out of bed and look at my clock. 4 in the morning. Last time I checked it was only 1, so maybe I slept a little. I don't know. I throw on some clothes and head out of my room. Where the hell are you going? A walk might do me some good. At 4 in the morning? Buddy, you're gonna get raped. I'm surprised at how chill the air is compared to the relative warmth of the day. I can almost see my breath as I wander the campus, waiting for the sun to come up or for me to fall asleep. At this point, either option works for me, but if you fall asleep right now, you are screwed. Like, literally, you're gonna wake up and you would have been screwed. There'll be a homeless man, like, just sort of either big spooning you, you'll be little spoon, or he'll just be sitting beside you with the smoke and be like, thanks for the good night. I find myself at the track where, for the first time, Emmy's not out running. Go for a run. I suppose that makes sense. It's too early, even for her. The bleacher seats are cold, but at this point, I welcome the sensation. Can someone explain to me what bleacher seats are, honestly? I mean, I understand, I guess it's like just the seats around sort of like a track or field sort of thing, I guess. But where did the term bleacher come from? I'm assuming it's an American thing, because I've never heard it. Never heard it. The sun is starting to show its face over the horizon, and I know with an awful certainty that I'll get no more sleep tonight. The sun's steadily strengthening rays start to warm me up, and I watch the dew on the ground begin to steam slightly. My mind calms down a little, but my body is telling me yes. Someone's shaking me. Hey, wake up! Huh? Where? What? Oh! I guess I fell asleep after all. What are you doing out here? You're going to catch a cold or something. I rub my eyes and am confronted by Amy, who bends over me with a worried expression. I'm still a little groggy, so my response comes out in a mumble. Oh, I couldn't sleep. Watch the sun come up. Sounds like something Rin would say. I shrug, feeling the stiffness that comes with sleeping on a bench for a few hours. I thought you were referring to a different stiffness there for a second. You better not be standing there right beside Emmy with morning wood. Is it? I wouldn't know. Emmy grins a little at my somewhat cranky response. So, couldn't sleep, eh? Obviously we need to run you harder today. Even though I've only known her for about a week, this seems a very Emmy-ish response to the problem. Hey, my body was plenty exhausted after yesterday. My mind was just racing, that's all. I don't see the difference. If you run hard enough, your brain will get tired too. I'm seriously questioning the wisdom of doing this first thing in the morning. I don't know if my grades will be able to handle me tiring my brain out like that. Emmy pulls me up from the bleachers with surprising strength for someone her size. Now come on, Hisao, we've got work to do. I don't actually know if I'm up to this today, to be honest. I mean, I obviously didn't get much sleep, and what sleep I got was on the bleachers. I don't know, should I really be running? Emmy glares at me. Good heavens. What are you talking about? Of course you should be running. How else do you expect to work out the kinks in our relationship? You've been sleeping on the bleachers for heaven's sake. The best way to get the soreness out is to run around a little. Well, maybe you could, my legs are kind of sore actually, my upper thighs. Maybe you could rub them a bit, you know, sort of get the tension out. Now stop hiding in the bleachers and get down here. There's no arguing that. I'm pretty sure she'd kill me if I didn't do as she said. If she didn't kill you, she'd pout, and that would kill you. I get to my feet and hop down to the track. The sun is warming things up rather nicely, I think. Emmy and I begin to stretch out, and I find myself once again hard-pressed not to stare. If this is how I have to wake up every day, I might be able to get used to this. You know, Hisao, it's not polite to stare. Haha, she caught you. I wasn't staring, I swear. Bullshit. What's that smell? It smells like it's coming from Hisao's mouth. Oh, it's bullshit. Emi raises an eyebrow and considers me for a minute, as if evaluating my response. It's a brief moment where I'm afraid for my life. But then she smiles and laughs, shaking her head slowly. Honestly, you didn't have to deny it so strenuously. In response, I clap my hands together and go for a change of subject. So, that's enough stretching, right? Emi gives a casual shrug. Do you feel stretched? That's really how you tell. Well, I do feel up to the run, if that's what she means. Yeah, I feel ready to go. Same as yesterday, okay? We'll just run for a mile at a steady pace. Don't worry about going really fast, just worry about keeping the pace, got it? You're the boss. Emi grins again and we take off around the track. And we're off. I think I'm going to die. We're not even done with the first lap and my legs are on fire. That's what I like to hear. My breath is coming in ragged gasps. I can feel sweat pouring down my brow and we've only just now rounded the second turn. My God, you are out of shape, my man. Come on, Hisao, you've got 3 more laps to go. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can do this! I think I might hurl. Somehow we're on the Seppi lap. The second lap, Emi's not even sweating. How can she do this so effortlessly? Practice, my friend. For some reason I'm still moving. She's like a machine. Third lap. What happened to the second? See? It's the motivation of having someone else there. Almost there, Hisao. Liar, we've got another 2. Nothing to be done. I can't do this. Emi whirls around and begins running backwards. Her face is a mask of anger that surprises me. Never say that. If you say that, you'll have already lost. Keep moving. If you're alive, then you can keep moving, damn it. Whoa, language. We're on the 4th lap now. She really seems to want me to keep going. Legs move, move, move. They feel so sluggish. I'm in mud, or molasses, or tar. I can't go on. I'll go on. Final stretch, Hisao. Give it all you've got. I pump my legs as fast as they'll go. They keep refusing to obey my command. Somehow I keep moving. Somehow I finish. That's it, Hisao. I knew you had it in you. The anger Emi showed a lap ago is gone, replaced with pride. She's positively radiant, like she just won the gold medal or something. I stagger to a stop and fall to my hands and knees, gasping for air. My heart is pounding far harder than it has in a long time. Oh, I don't think it's done this since... Oh god. Please slow down, heart. Please. Oh no! Just slow down. Stop racing. I cough and for some reason feel a grin crossing my face. So this is how I die, huh? Not yet! Trying to stay healthy? How ironic. More ready to give up right there. But then I feel my heart slow down. 2 hands grab under my arms and tug upwards. I look up and see Emi standing over me with a mixture of delight and worry. On your feet. Come on, you'll never catch your breath that way. Somehow I manage to stand. I try to raise my arms above my head, but they feel like lead. I start to walk around the track while Emi keeps close to me, like she's afraid I'll fall over or something. She may not be far off. I feel terrible and say so. Emi laughs. But you finished, didn't you? You said you couldn't, but you did. Isn't that worth it? I'm not sure, and I don't really have the breath to say so. But that small grin I felt on my face earlier hasn't left. So what if my heart's weak? I still survived this morning. Maybe I'll survive tomorrow too. I like the spirit Emi's putting into Hisao. This is great. As soon as it becomes apparent that I'm not going to suddenly keel over, Emi takes off on her sprints. I don't know how the hell she can manage to sprint after running a mile, but I guess she's in much better shape than me. Once again, as I walk around the track, I can't help watching Emi sprint. It's weird, but she's like a different person when she's pushing herself. Last time I noticed her eyes, but this time it's her mouth that catches my attention. She's not wearing her normal grin. She's still smiling, but there's a tightness to it. It's almost grim, like she's fighting a losing battle but doesn't care. She seems to be running harder, like she did yesterday. Sweat has started to pour down her face, but she keeps going. Her mouth finally opens as she can no longer get enough air through her nose. As she passes me once more, legs pumping, arms swinging in time, and her lips slightly parted, she looks beautiful. After we've both taken some laps around the track to cool down, Emi changes back to her usual self. The transformation I saw in her is gone. Not bad today, Hisao. There's almost admiration in her voice. What do you mean? I would have stopped if you hadn't yelled at me. Emi colours a little, seemingly embarrassed about her outburst. Sorry about that, I just can't stand to see people give up. Especially something like this. Saying I can't go on is silly when you're obviously going on while you're saying it. That's what this is all about. What, saying silly things? Emi sticks her tongue out at me. Idiot. I mean showing that you're alive. Showing I'm alive, huh? I didn't know it had to be so painful. But it does feel pretty good despite that. Besides, this is one of the hardest days. What do you mean? Whenever you start a workout, it's difficult the first day, really hard the second day, and then the third day is easier. That's actually true. You still get days that are really hard, but they'll pop up less and less. So this will eventually get really easy, huh? Yeah, of course. But then you have to increase the difficulty. You'll never get ahead. You'll just get complacent and you'll lose the sense of accomplishment. So I'll have to run more than just 4 laps, huh? Yep, but not for a while. You'll have to be careful, you know. A thought strikes Emi and her face lights up. Got it. Got what? You can come with me to see the nurse. That way you won't fall over dead or anything. How charming. When? Right now, of course. You'll need a shower and everything, right? We don't have much time then. Oh, we're gonna go have a shower with Emi. Fuck yeah. Grabbing my hand, she's off pulling me along with her. My goodness, but you're in a hurry today, aren't you, Emi? Sorry. I have no idea how we got to the nurse's office so fast, but here we are. The nurse grins at Emi and seems to completely ignore me. You've got plenty of time to take a shower and get to class, you know. There's no need to run through the hallways like that. I can hear you coming a mile away.